Well, morning everyone. As you can tell, no deliveries today. Instead, I'm working on this thing here today. I'm coming in a little late on it. The owner, I'm at my Saturday employer, Main Pellet Sales. I'm here right now. I come in a little late on this job. We gotta replace, give you a good view. There we go, I'll go like that. That's right here. Fan hub. The way the fan hub works on these trucks is air pressure disengages the engine fan, and no air pressure, it freewheels like you just saw me turn it. Well, she's developed, it's failed. It's developed an air leak. So we gotta replace it. And these things are not cheap. They are right around, well, let me rephrase that. Last time I replaced one on my dump truck, just Easter egg there, it was 900 bucks. Now these things are like $1,400–$1,500. And right now, all we're gonna have to do is, I got 3 bolts here to remove. One here, and there's one on the other side. You can't quite see it. But I gotta remove those 3 bolts. We gotta pull that off. The new one should be in around 10:30 this morning. So we're going to pull this off, because there is a core charge on these. I think it's like 600 bucks. 600 or 700 bucks. I mean, it's astronomical what the core charges are on parts for these trucks. But we're gonna pull this off so we can get the core. So when he gets the new one, he can drop that one off and bring the new one back. They don't charge him the core charge. But I'm gonna get it off and I'll bring it back. Oh, me and my glorious wisdom. As you can see, that bolt's out. You can't see over there, but that bolt is out. My phone's got a serious case of gas and giggle. Well, out of state number, don't know who you are. But as I was saying, you see that one's out. That one's pushed out some. That one over there. But that's not what I got you here for. I brought you back. Me and all my glorious wisdom did a rookie move. Now, let me adjust you here real quick. Take a look at that. You just look at it. Look at that. The 2 upper bolts are 13/16. The bottom one is a 3/4. So I just started busting it loose. I'm just going along, and all of a sudden it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Yeah. The bolt's coming out, pushing the ratchet up against the fan hub. No big deal. I'll just loosen up the other 2 and we'll just keep working its way out. But I figured I'd bring you back and give you a little chuckle. Well, fun. Got it out. Got it on the floor. Nice thing about this one is, you see it's grooved right here. Both sides. So just loosen those up, pull the bottom one out, and you just slide it right up out of the way. I wound up pulling this intercooler hose off. It gives me a lot more room to work on it. Made things go a lot quicker. There is no core on the new one because you got a brand new one, so they got no core charge on that. So it's still it's $1,400, I think he said, for it. But while he's gone doing that, I'm kind of at a standstill here. I go to the back of the truck, and I'm gonna wire in a backup alarm. Fun. I got the alarm mounted right here. These 2 bolts, there's the alarm. Here's my power wire for it. How do I know? I accidentally touched it to the metal, popped the fuse. So on the back of the truck, there's 2 backup lights. I popped the fuse, or let me rephrase that, the circuit breaker. So I popped it, and about 10 seconds later they come back on because it automatically resets. All right. I gotta just wire it in temporary till the we got a new backup light coming. This one here was burnt out, so we're gonna replace it. So while I'm right here, we figure throw the backup alarm on, so we can be 100% legal. I'm not saying we weren't, but I guess there's some type of rule out that I didn't know about. I know in my dump truck I have to have a backup alarm on it, but I guess now where these guys are hauling bark mulch, they want backup alarms on them. I guess, I don't know if it's a rule or not for them, but they want backup alarms on their trucks. So this one didn't have one, so I'm putting one on. I'm going to go up, turn the ignition on, and see if I can't bug you like it bugs me. Annoying, ain't it? It works. Oh, forgot to tell you to stop recording. It's okay. All I did was just put another, this is a 2-in-1 butt connector. I'll bring it closer to show you. Actually, let me grab the box. I'll show you I'll show you the box. See? Let's try turning it around so you can see with the light better. There we go. What do we see on the box there? See, does it quite focus quite white, but you can see it. That's what I got here. 2 wires, 1 watt. Guess what? I put it on backwards because that's wider than the other one. That's okay. Oh well, I'm not gonna undo it and redo it. They're in there. It's good. Plus, this is a thick wire, small wire, so I don't think it's gonna bother it at all. Backup alarm's on, working. I left this here because we're gonna put a new light on with a pigtail. So I got this, and my ground wire fell in somewhere down in here. Where'd my ground wire go? Where'd my ground wire go? Is that my ground wire? No. I gotta find my ground wire. Okay, now I got this all taken care of. I got it ready to go. I got my shrink tube here. Squeeze it. Granted, that's a heat shrink going there. Squeeze a little. I've never seen black dielectric grease, but that's what it is. I got that all squeezed. I squeezed some in there as I heated it up. It pushed it down inside there to help protect the wires. Being on the back of the truck, these things do take abuse. Okay, I got the backup alarm on. Just waiting on the backup light. Waiting on the hub. He wants me to wait on the fuel tank on the Sterling till he's here, so he'll give me a hand. We'll get everything swapped out real quick on that. I'm at a standstill. Well, I guess the only other thing I can do right now is just pick up the tools that I don't need, put those away, be ready for the when the light comes in and the fan hub. Well, this right here is the old backup light. If you see it or not, kind of hard to see, but top of the bulb, light bulb in there, there's an incandescent bulb in there. Top of that bulb is fried. But the biggest issue I have is look at that. All they did was jam some wires in it and then pack it with silicone instead of doing it the right way. That is just ridiculous. So the owner is going off to go get the fan hub. He's getting another backup light, and he's getting the correct plug. So we have everything done the right way. I don't understand how somebody would do that. I really don't. That is absolutely ridiculous. So, as I said, I'm at a standstill right now. I've cleaned up all my tools. I'm just currently waiting for him to get back. I've swept part of the warehouse while I'm waiting. So I'm just trying to keep myself busy while we're waiting on parts. And that always seems to be the problem when you're working on stuff. Waiting on parts. You order the parts to get them in. Oh, prime example, my 550. Order parts, go get all the parts, bring them to me, bring them here, and I get the wrong ones. I order new parts, they bring the wrong ones. So it never fails. It happens all the time. Let's see here. We got a small local channel here in Maine, over in Auburn. I met the gentleman. Corshane's heavy hauling and projects and stuff like that. He's run into that issue. I've gone to his shop. Nice gentleman. Yeah, we've got all kinds. If you watch, I know, I'm gonna mention a name you probably know. You got Rain Man Ray. He runs into the issue with wrong parts. Power Stroke Tech Talk with A-Rod. He's had wrong parts before. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you're working on something, you're gonna get the wrong part. So I'm just waiting on this one, backup light to come in. Fan hub. And that's it. If I can get this truck done and out of here by, say, I'm hoping to have it out the door by 2 o'clock. I should be able to either get the Sterling in, start on that, or I'll run home and grab my 550 and bring that down and do fuel filters on it. See if that's my issue with my idle. Because as I said, when I start it up, it's beautiful, runs fine. It's only after I've run it. So I'm thinking maybe I've got might have got a slug of moisture in it or something in the fuel filters. I don't know. It's a brand new fuel tank on that truck, but I could have filled it at the wrong station at the wrong time. Now we got backup light and alarm. We're good. As I said, those two right there are backup lights as well. But because he went for a sticker and this one wasn't working, they failed him. Oh well. All right, now we got all that. The new fan hub is here. And let's get that on. Hey, just be thankful I gave you the 30 feet, 30-second warranty. Well, it's gonna be that way. I'll give you a hand. All you have to do is ask instead of complaining. You sound like a wife.
Hey there.
When am I not?
I was going to say, when are you not? Are you ready to start this?
I usually use the purple in my Freightliner. As I said, 30 feet, 30 seconds, and 30 seconds has already expired on my warranty. That's good to go. Now I gotta start working on other stuff here. While I'm here, I'm gonna put in a full day's work. Got that truck fixed. Let's work on the next thing. Our next project, my 550. I'm gonna do fuel filters on this to see if that doesn't cure that idle issue. I think I might have got a slug. I could have got a slug of stuff there. They could have just had a load of fuel dumped in the tanks, and I filled up and that stuff was still stirred up and it just sucked it in, pumped it in my truck. I don't know. But let's get the fill filters taken care of on this. I've got to call the dealer to find out when they did the motor on this, did they charge the AC afterwards? If not, they're gonna have to fill it because I have no AC. And I said today's quite a warm day, and if I'm gonna be doing more work with this, I'm definitely gonna want my air conditioning. There we go. Okay, let's get going on this. And again, why engineers come up with this, I don't know. 6.7's got 2 fuel filters. A lot of diesels do. One under the cab there, and then the other one right there, where those yellow and blue tabs are. So let's take care of the one underneath first. All right, this is my water separator and filter. I want to check, see if there's any water in this. Granted, it's got a light, it's all wired into the system. It should tell me if there's water in it, but this is also how you get drain it to change it. Let's try to, uh-oh, come on, turn. Doesn't want to turn. It's giving me a hard time. And again, this thing's been setting for so long. This actually sat at the house for so long. I had a bird nest built on that spindle on that side, on the passenger side. I was waiting for that to finish draining the filter here, the water separator. Something caught my attention. You tell me. What do you think? Now, mind you, they had to take the cab off the truck to change the motor. That bolt's loose. That bolt is loose. I haven't even checked the front 2. Or the other 4. Alright, no, other 2, excuse me. Okay. That one seems to be snug. Squeeze. Ugh. And that one looks to be okay. Yeah, that one's tight. I think the truck's going back and I'm gonna have them go over this thing completely. For the amount of money I spent putting a motor in this. And yeah, no, that's not good. Not good at all. You want to talk about a safety issue? Holy. I'll take it back and have them, I'm going to tighten those up. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to tighten those up myself. Keep the cab secured to the truck. Yeah. Wow. Is all I can say. Ugh. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just got off the phone with the dealership. I got to get the truck down to them. They are going to go over everything on the truck to make sure it is tightened up. As far as the AC system, they don't know. But they told me bring it down. They'll take care of it. Because I told them, I said before the motor grenaded it, the original motor grenaded, it worked fine. So, all right, let's get this top one done. Well, I did the bottom filter while I was on him. On the phone with them, and the bottom filter looked fine. It was clean. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna change this top one here. And oh, this is the fuel I drained out at the very beginning. There is nothing in it. So I don't know. Could it be something within the motor? I don't know. I just don't know. I gotta, as I said, I gotta bring it to them. So I'm gonna change this top filter now. I'm gonna change this thing. Sorry, I got the fan going again, but. All right, that filter's changed. Again, I didn't see much in that one to be concerned about either. Nothing more than just beyond normal. I'm gonna turn this on. I don't know if it's got electric fuel pump or not. It's like I'll turn it off again. I'll turn it on again. Let's see if she starts. She might start and stall. I don't know. I don't know. Here, fuel pump. Don't hear no fuel pump back here. She's idling. It's not rough, but I haven't run it long enough for it to give me that idle issue. I just figured I'd try to do something, try to be proactive instead of reactive. But I think it's going to wind up being reactive. React after it happens. All right, I'm going to put the body down. Actually, you know what? Maybe I ought to look into dropping this toolbox and that box, these two side boxes off of this. No. I'll work on this. This right here. I got to get this working, freed up for, that's the safety lock for the dump body. Yeah, let's start putting some heat to this. I've got, it's gonna be stupid, but I've got a gallon of water here. I got some sand as well, in case anything catches fire. I mean, with it being greased and dried and stuff like that, all it's gonna do is it might have a little bit of flame, but I gotta heat that up to get that thing to free up, to come off. And once it does, there's a grease fitting right here. I'm gonna change and start pumping the grease to it, because it is froze up solid. I gotta do something to get it going.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with
just a little bit of heat. Got it to work just fine. I'll just change that grease fitting, put some grease to it, and we'll be good. Well, that's nice. Take this, flip it up. Hey, get back up here. Body comes down. Support's there, good. Now, good. I'll leave it up. But I'm going to show you something here real quick. Nice radar, huh? This one right, oh, no. This one right here is the one that's kind of got, I'm keeping my eye on. Because all of this up here, all of that you saw on the radar is all of that out there. Yes, I can hear the thunder from those where I'm at. And I can definitely tell they're in the area. But we still got more coming, so I'm gonna get the body, I'm gonna drop the body on this, and I'm gonna get that green sterling in here. We're not gonna worry about the well, we are, the fuel tank right now. He's run it for years like that. I gotta fix a brake light. He just told me about it, so I'm gonna go take care of that first, because you need the brake lights for an inspection sticker. Oh, speaking of lights, I want to show you something. Because the only strobe light I have on this truck for plowing is that one right there. Well, between plowing and sanding and stuff like that, yeah, I put these lights on the back of the truck. Part of that, I gotta replace that one under warranty. Almost half of it's out. That one, that was working just fine. And I'm gonna upgrade those to LEDs. I decided to do something stupid or smart. Depends on how you want to look at it. I'll show you. They're not hooked up, so they're not functioning, so I just want to let you know about that. But these lights right here, they are a parking light, brake light, strobe, backup, I'll tell you in a second here. It's like 7 different functions or something like that in it with this. Stop, turn. Okay, yeah, it is a stop, turn, tail light, backup, and strobe. It's a multi-function light. I don't have any strobe lights on the back of this truck. I'm gonna put, I got those two just set in there for now, not wired in. But those ones there are gonna be in it as well. So we're gonna have those ones and these two here will all be parking lights, brake lights, turn signals, strobe, backup. I'll leave these ones here just for the sander and plowing. So it's gonna be definitely something a little different. But speaking of different, I gotta get a different truck in here. I gotta get this, my green truck out and get his green truck in. All right, the only thing that's stopping this truck from getting a inspection sticker is this light. So I just gotta basically run a wire from this one to that one. Find out which one this one's on. Find that and just replace the wire to go into there. Just give it power. Some odd reason that one's not working right now. And as I said, too many people have gotten in under here and messed with the wiring. And then how's the phrase go? Too many cooks ruin the pot. And right now they've had just way too many people under here. The best thing that could be done is I crawl underneath there, cut everything out, and run all new wiring back here. But we don't have the time for that because the owner of this store does all the deliveries. So he's getting ready to head out real quick with that to go start in on the deliveries. Unlike me, I'm 52 weeks a year with the other store I work at. So all he wants is a power wire from there to there. So let's do it. And a half hour later, we got all brake lights. So now we can go get a sticker. All right. What's next? Probably the fuel tank. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? Hey, can you tell me what time it is? Yeah, no, it's not beer 30. At least for me, it's not. Well, it's 4 o'clock. I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning. Except for the time I worked on my truck. I was only maybe an hour on that. So I'll just write it down for 7. I gotta give him a call here in a few minutes. See if he wants me to call it a day or start in on that fuel tank. But as I said in the beginning this morning, or earlier today, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to give him a full day. And he told me he wasn't worried about me working on my truck because I also plow this place in the wintertime. When I'm out plowing at night, when I'm out plowing at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, I'll swing through here and help him out. I'll start clearing a lot of this snow out and all this stuff. So that's why I can come down here and work on my stuff. All right, I'm gonna give him a ring, see where he's at. He's supposed to be back. He had a slight issue with one of his trailers this morning. I would say, I think he had a brake can fail. And for some of those people that don't know what a brake can is, it's actually what, when you step on your brakes, it applies air pressure in it, and there's a diaphragm inside. It pushes on what they call an S-cam, and it makes the brakes apply. on trucks and trailers. Actually, yeah, right here. Right there, that's a brake can. You see on the other side, see how there's a brake can, there's a little thing there? Oh. If you want to just look up how air brakes work. Well, his trailer this morning, I think, had a brake can fail, and it started to apply the brakes on one wheel, which in return he just put new brakes on, which really sucks. Started to apply the brakes, and it caught the brakes on fire. So he's right now hauling that trailer over to a shop to get it fixed. But I got this done. We got the that red truck, the fan hub taken care of. I got the brake lights on this fixed. I changed the fuel filters on my truck. I've got to get my 250 in and worked on. I've got to replace at least one tire because the alignment's off so bad on it. But before I get a front end, I'm probably going to do a full wheel alignment. Before I do that, I need to get that front end done. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to get that this weekend. It's got a long weekend because we got Monday's Memorial Day. Yep, we're gonna start in on the tank. We're gonna at least get the tank removed off the truck. It's already disconnected and all that. All I gotta do is just basically snap the straps, because I know those straps ain't gonna come out off as good as that other tank did. So we're gonna put those straps on this with this tank and probably the brackets. So if I destroy it taking it apart, oh well. All right, I'll turn the light on, give you a little light. We got that tank off, those brackets off, the repainted brackets from the new used tank here. We found a bad air tank. He's gonna get another one tomorrow. He's gonna do that tomorrow. If I can get out of work early enough tomorrow, I am going to hustle, get up here. We're gonna put the tank in, steps on, and get this truck ready for an inspection sticker on Saturday. But far as Saturday, I do not know what's gonna be going on Saturday. It's still questionable. We'll see what's gonna happen. But I do know one thing that's going to happen is I'm going to have the wife give me a haircut tonight. I didn't realize till I went in the used the bathroom. I turned around and looked in the mirror and my hair's stuffed way out. I'm like, yeah, haircut time. All right, so we'll end it here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Told you earlier in the video about finding a bird's nest behind this wheel on the steering knuckle at the house. I had to move it off the truck so I could do it, but here's the nest. I moved it. Still got, okay, yeah. I set it on the sander there, a little protected. I say protected, but it is in the kind of in the open. I understand why they built the nest behind the wheel, kind of hidden away from any danger, but I hope the parents come back for it.